how to make instant extra mac and cheese. Make sure you have your stove on and have the appropriate amount of water in there, and then make sure you have your stove on. Make sure you take out your cheese packet. It doesn't matter if you're doing it with Kraft. Use your cheese inside your box. And just pour it inside. That's all you gotta do is pour it inside. Just like this. And it's gonna fizz up a little bit when it boils. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you grab something to stir it with, because when you stir it, you unclump all of it. So yeah, see, it's kind of all clumpy. Yeah, it'll get it kind of moving for when it boils. I just use the back end of this thing so it does a little bit better. Make sure it's all loose and spinning around and stuff like that, so that way none of it is cooked to the pan when you go and pour any of it. You want to stir it for a little bit. Just try not to burn yourself when this happens. And then when you get done, you can just tap the spoon off. Just try not to burn yourself or fling hot water up in your eye. And then you just have to let it boil. And it is going to, as you can see here, it is going to fizz up quite a bit when you boil it. This one barely over there, so yeah. And then you gotta pour it into a strainer. When you do this, just try not to be very careful. Try not to burn yourself with it, obviously, because it's really hot. It's gonna be really steamy. You already start getting hungry if you like mac and cheese as much as I do. And what you gotta do here is you put your packet in that you took, and what you gotta do is you gotta put it in and stir it. You can use but first I usually put cheese. I'm using freshly grated cheese in here. I pushed it down quite a bit for it to be extra thick. Make sure you remember, I forgot to put milk and butter in here. Make sure you remember to put milk and butter in here. That'll kind of set it loose a little bit, but you don't have to. I didn't put anything on mine because I like it kind of clumped together. You put your cheese mix in there and make sure it's all on the bottom. Kind of tap it and make sure it's all on the bottom here. And you gotta put it in, and then make sure it's still hot. You don't want to do this when it's cold, because otherwise obviously the thing is not going to melt. You gotta stir it until all of it is melted. This is how I kind of like my mac and cheese. I kind of like it clumped up, but you can add milk in it for it to be loose and stuff like that. I feel like this stuff stores a little bit better. Make sure it's all stirred up, all stirred up. Tap off your spoon. Sometimes you might need to scrape it off. I like to do that though. It makes it out. That's just my opinion. You do not have to do that. try not to drop any of it on the stove like I did. Make sure you have this on a cool burner, not your hot burner, because otherwise it might cook more than you want it to. And then at this point, all you gotta do is I dumped mine straight into the plate. Just remember, if you can do this however you want. And then I see all the strings and stuff like that. And that's what you get at the very end of it all.